Thanks for joining News 3 Now at 10. I'm Amanda Quintana. While the state's largest farmers market in Dane County is moving to online only, a Rock County farmers market prepares to open for in-person shopping. Rock County reporter Adam Duxter joins us now with the precautions they're taking. Adam?
Well, man, farmers markets are actually one of the things that are allowed under Governor Evers' safer at home order. But those in Janesville say they're still taking as many precautions as they possibly can. It's been a while since a major event happened on downtown Janesville streets. But starting a week from today, that will change.
We obviously knew coming up to the season that there was going to have to be some major changes. We didn't realize how major.
Emily Arthur is the market manager for Janesville's Farmers Market and says her team has spent the past weeks working on a plan with the city, the health department, and UW Extension.
There's been a lot that has gone into this that does not normally. It's usually a pretty straightforward from season to season.
That plan includes roped entrances, mandating that everyone wears a mask, only allowing one person from a family, and capping capacity at 125 shoppers.
All of our vendors will have masks on and gloves. You'll see roping or extra table in front of that vendor's booth, so you're not going to be able to touch that produce until you actually purchase it. So we're asking people to shop with their eyes.
In addition, they'll limit the number of vendors and will rotate who's coming back to sell each week. Board members say it's a chance to move forward.
What we want to do is, again, just try to find a little bit of normalcy in a world that's not quite normal right now.
While also financially supporting the vendors who rely on the sales. Arthur says the fact that Janesville's farmers market is so much smaller than Dane County's or even Beloit's is what's allowing them to make this decision. Still, they're asking anyone who does come out next Saturday, follow those rules so they can keep coming back week after week.
All right. Thank you so much, Adam. Let's get a look at your first warned weather with Dana Fulton. A pretty mild day today, Dana.
Yeah, we did have some cloud coverage building in, and that kind of stopped our temperatures a little bit, just shy of average, but not too bad of an afternoon, that's for sure. Some clouds coming through later in the day, not bringing any rain for us, though. That rain stayed further south. We did hit a high of 56 this afternoon. We should be closer to 60 degrees, and well, that's what we're looking at for tomorrow. Right now, our radar is nice and quiet. We're going to get the cloud coverage clearing out after midnight. Right now, we're still mostly cloudy. Temps will drop to the mid-30s for early Sunday. And then Sunday's high temperatures close to average with sunshine. It's going to be a really nice day, and enjoy it because we have rain chances for the middle of the week. We'll look at your full forecast in just a few minutes. Amanda?
Thanks, Dana. Wisconsin health officials are reporting 336 new cases of coronavirus today, bringing the state's total to more than 5,700. Yesterday, officials reported the state's largest single-day increase so far in the outbreak, 340 cases. At least 268 people have died from complications of coronavirus in Wisconsin. 47% have recovered from their infections. There's also new cases at the Hormel Foods packaging plant in Beloit. Rock County officials say 2 workers tested positive for COVID-19 there. The county and Hormel have not released more details about the workers, but Hormel says the company has stepped up its health and sanitation efforts at its food plants to protect employees. Hormel shut down its Rochelle, Illinois plant earlier this week after more than 20 workers there were infected. As cases continue to rise, some people are questioning Governor Evers' decision to extend his safer at home order until May 26th. Others are showing their support in a counter-protest called the Safer at Home Rally. People are asked to post photos, videos, and words of encouragement for healthcare workers and vulnerable populations online. Using the hashtag SaferAtHomeWI, I support Governor Evers, and you are why I stay home. Organizer Mary Beth Glenn understands why some protesters want the order lifted, but says reopening the state will not restore public trust and generate profits for businesses.
It's not as though we all are ready to stay in our homes until a vaccine comes out, because that's really not, that's not how it works. But there is middle ground there.
The counter-protest begins as rallies demanding governors reopen their states continue across the country, including in Columbus, Ohio. Ohio's governor is expected to peel back some restrictions on May 1st. Experts say life could soon return to normal if the ability to test for the virus is increased. Dr. Anthony Fauci says that the U.S. should double coronavirus testing in coming weeks.
We don't want to get fixated. Right now, we're doing about 1.52 million per week. We probably should get up to twice that as we get into the next several weeks, and I think we will. Testing is an important part of what we're doing, but is not the only part.
In this case, Dr. Fauci is referring to testing for coronavirus itself, not COVID-19 antibodies. More than 900,000 Americans have been diagnosed with coronavirus, and the current death toll in the U.S. exceeds 53,000. Fauci says the U.S. needs enough testing to respond to outbreaks that will occur as social distancing guidelines are relaxed. Some states are beginning to relax those guidelines and reopen, including Georgia. Kentucky's governor will allow a gradual reopening in the healthcare sector on Monday, things like dentists, physical therapy, and lab services. But other states, including New Jersey, say they cannot let up, even as the state's curve begins to flatten.
We need to see more progress and more slowing before we can begin implementing any effort to get ourselves on the road to the new normal.
New Jersey's death toll, second to only neighboring New York, added 250 fatalities today, topping 5,800 since the outbreak started. The IRS is looking to reopen as well, asking thousands of employees to voluntarily return to work. Officials say they need more workers on site to perform essential functions, including opening mail and processing paper returns, all to help get taxpayers their refunds. The IRS says it will follow social distancing guidelines and require masks and personal protective gear for workers, as well as incentive pay for returning. Meanwhile, the White House is doing damage control after President Trump suggested Americans inject themselves with disinfectant to get rid of the coronavirus. Today, the coronavirus task force did meet, but did not hold a public briefing. Nicole Killian is at the White House looking into whether there's a shift in strategy.
Thank you very much.
President Trump didn't take questions during a Friday night briefing at the White House, cutting it short after about 20 minutes. Press Secretary Kayleigh McEnany says it's not necessarily a sign of things to come.
I leave that to the president. That's entirely his decision, but I believe the president's at his best when he's speaking directly to the American people.
She also said the president's comments were taken out of context when he said this about disinfectants Thursday.
Is there a way we can do something like that by injection inside or almost a cleaning?
Less than 24 hours later, he said he was just joking.
I was asking a very sarcastic question.
But the maker of Lysol didn't take it lightly, stating, under no circumstance should our disinfectant products be administered into the human body. The Centers for Disease Control cautioned disinfectants could cause health problems when not used properly. Additional money for testing and hospitals are part of a $484 billion measure signed by the president. It also replenishes the Paycheck Protection Program, targeting more funds to rural and minority-owned small businesses. With millions filing unemployment claims, White House economic advisor Kevin Hassett projected the jobless rate could hit 16%.
We're going to have a very bad unemployment report, the first week of next month, but then another bad one the month after that.
Nicole Killian, CBS News, the White House.
The president later tweeted that press briefings are, quote, not worth the time and effort, blaming the media for misquoting him. As the pandemic drives into another weekend, New York Governor Andrew Cuomo is addressing those who might be feeling fatigue right now.
Somebody said to me, I can't do this anymore. People are feeling the stress on a number of levels. I get the feeling. Today is day 56. It's been 56 long days. Generations are called upon to deal with high levels of difficulty. We are called upon to deal with this crisis. Day 56.
Tom Hanks and wife Rita Wilson are offering their plasma to help make a coronavirus vaccine. The couple overcame a bout with COVID-19 while he was making a movie in Australia last month. Hanks and Wilson both say they carry the COVID-19 antibodies now. If the plasma makes an effective vaccine, the two-time Academy Award winner joked that he's been workshopping a name for it, calling it the Hanksine. Some good news today from England. A 6-month-old baby is home after beating COVID-19 and being released from isolation. Aaron Bates had been on a ventilator since being diagnosed 14 days ago. The hospital released this touching video showing nurses and doctors applauding as the 6-month-old was sent home. Still ahead on News 3 Now at 10, Dana has your full First Warn forecast. Plus, we'll introduce you to Madison's newest art exhibit. Why organizers say you don't need to get close to enjoy it. That's next.
Coming together makes us stronger, and Ford is built to lend a hand. Contact your Ford dealer, an essential part of your community, to find out more about home delivery and other vehicle service options. After all, you have a lot to take care of. Let us help take care of you. Find out more at Ford.com. Right now, qualified buyers can get 0% financing for 72 months, plus 3 months deferred payments on select 2020 Ford models.
Instead of going to school every morning, what if school could come to you? Because learning happens anywhere and everywhere. K-12 powered schools provide a tuition-free, full-time, online public school education. It's public school at home. K-12's curriculum is designed to engage students, to challenge them. So visit K12.com today. Tuition-free in Wisconsin.
When you think of a bank, you think of people in a place. But when you have the Chase mobile app, your bank can be virtually any place. So when you get a check, you can deposit it from here. And you can see your transactions and check your balance from here. You can save for an emergency from here. Or pay bills from here. So when someone asks you, where's your bank? You can tell them, here's my bank. Or here's my bank. Or here's my bank. Because if you download and use the Chase mobile app, your bank is virtually any place. Visit chase.com/mobile.
For over 80 years, Nissan has been with you through thick and thin. And now is no different. We're offering payment options for current owners. Our service departments are here to help. And now we're offering more help. No payments for 3 months, plus we'll cover your payments for up to 2 additional months. Or get 0% financing for up to 84 months on 13 models. This is help when you need it.
They're the 3 words every game show lover wants to hear. Come on down. And Sunday morning, we're hearing from a local teen who appeared on The Price is Right this week.
And we have a stormy but warmer week ahead. We'll see you at 6:30.
Mifflin Street was pretty quiet today without the annual Mifflin Street Block Party. Earlier this week, Madison police warned festivities would, quote, not be tolerated this year amid the pandemic. Authorities spent the day patrolling Mifflin Street, setting up signs, asking people not to gather. Some students say they moved to Mifflin Street specifically for the annual block party. And while they understand why it was canceled, they're still disappointed.
Pretty weird. It's a pretty weird vibe. It's kind of sad. I thought there'd be more people like out on their balconies at the very least, but it doesn't look like that it's gonna happen even, so.
Just making sure to kind of keep tradition alive just by hanging out together, and there doesn't have to be thousands of kids on the street for us to hang out together.
Officials say no citations were issued today, and they appreciated the residents' commitment to public health and safety. For the past month, many people have been stuck at home looking outside their windows. Garver Feed Mill is working to flip the script and support local artists by hosting Outside Looking In. Tehelil Mohedin visited the site earlier today and has that story.
When you think of inspiring artwork, you often don't imagine it in a parking lot.
I love doing these kind of pop-up things in unusual spaces because it engages a different kind of public.
Here's how it'll work. People will be able to make their way around the feed mill circular driveway, being able to appreciate the art in the windows, all while protected in their cars.
The artwork is meant to be viewed from afar, so you don't really need to approach the building, which should make it easy for people to maintain social distancing.
After issuing an open call, organizers say they initially planned to have 12 artists participate, but ended up with 18.
There were just a few proposals that came in that I couldn't say no to, that were just too exciting to get in the windows.
For many artists, the coronavirus has made work more difficult, but Jeremy Weinberg says it's not all bad.
I've been using that time to draw and try to process things, and this particular opportunity sort of fit in nicely with that because it was a chance to make some new work and to be able to react to some of the things that were going on.
And for some artists, the exhibition is an opportunity to honor essential workers who are keeping everyone going. Not just doctors, but bus drivers and bakers.
The thing that I'm most happy about here is that these are their actual handprints. It's not like it's a random handprint, that I just used artistically. It actually is their handprints. So I think they'll have a lot of pride.
Organizers say the exhibition is a different experience both in the day and night. With projections and glow-in-the-dark fixtures, they say it'll be worth a second trip.
Artists in the city are vibrant and hardworking and want to be involved in what's going on, and this is their opportunity to come out and show their stuff.
In Madison, Tahlil Muhaddin, News 3 Now.
The exhibition is free to view, but donations are encouraged to help support the artists via a GoFundMe. Outside Looking In will continue through May 31st, each day from 6 a.m. to 11:30 p.m. Let's get a look at your first warn weather with Dana Fulton. It sounds like tomorrow would be a pretty nice day for a drive.
Yeah, for a drive with the windows down or just for a really nice walk outside. We'll have mostly sunny skies and temperatures close to average, so plan on a very pleasant Sunday. Temperatures will return to the 60s tomorrow, and they'll stay in the 60s as we head into the following week. Now, there is going to be a chance for some showers and isolated thunderstorms to develop Monday afternoon. That's going to stay with us into Tuesday and Wednesday, so unfortunately, we don't get to hold on to the mostly sunny skies tomorrow. You'll definitely want to make sure you get outside and enjoy them. Right now, the southeast is dealing with some very strong showers and thunderstorms passing through. We had tornado warnings at the edge of South Carolina a little bit ago. Right now, we're at the very northern edge of that system where we don't even have any rain. We just have some clouds in the southeast corner of the state. That cloud coverage is going to continue to pull away, and by tomorrow morning, we'll have a mostly clear sky. That's going to lead to a mostly sunny sky and a really pleasant afternoon with all that sunshine. By Monday morning, a few more clouds building in. We'll steadily become partly cloudy overnight, and then leading throughout the morning, we quickly become mostly cloudy. In the afternoon, we'll have the chance for scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms. Some of those storms could bring some heavier rain at times, but right now it really doesn't seem likely for us to have any very strong to severe thunderstorms passing through. Our severe potential staying pretty low. Our precip chances, though, not a big rainmaker. As you can see, some isolated areas could see 1/10 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch of accumulation. If those stronger storms do start to trail and follow each other, we could see some higher totals, but overall this is not going to be a big accumulating event. So that's some good news for us right now. We are starting to trend just a little bit above average. It's starting to become a little more likely that our precipitation totals heading into early May could start to climb above average. Temperature-wise, also a little likely that we could trend above average. The true warm trend is going to stay towards the southwest, but we're right on the very edge of that, where we could likely see temperatures rising above average for early May. Our 6 to 10 day outlook locks us into early May already. Tomorrow will be close to 60 degrees. Really pleasant afternoon with mostly sunny skies. Again, that's right close to average. Our breeze only 5 to 10 miles per hour. We'll stay in the 60s for Monday and Tuesday, slowly warming up a little bit each day, with a chance for showers and thunderstorms developing in the afternoon and staying into the evening for Monday, and more widespread during the day on Tuesday and Wednesday. Wednesday's going to be a little breezier, also a little cooler outside. We'll drop back to the upper 50s for afternoon highs. And then leading into the second half of the week, we'll have partly sunny skies returning and temperatures close to average on Thursday, and then very mild for Friday and Saturday. We could be getting close to 70 degrees by Saturday, with chances for rain developing the second half of next weekend and heading into the following week. But a lot of 60 degrees there in that 10-day, and no drops below freezing overnight either. We'll stay warm.
That is some good news.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Dana. Coming up on News 3 Now at 10, we hear from the Packers front office on why they went offense heavy in the draft this year.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Coming together makes us stronger, and Ford is built to lend a hand. Contact your Ford dealer, an essential part of your community, to find out more about home delivery and other vehicle service options. After all, you have a lot to take care of. Let us help take care of you. Find out more at Ford.com. Right now, qualified buyers can get 0% financing for 72 months, plus 3 months deferred payments on select 2020 Ford models.
When looking for a TV and internet provider, we know you have a choice. This is Jessica. She still has satellite TV. Well, I get tons of HD. Spectrum has tons of HD, and we love Spectrum's 24-hour local news channel. Plus, we get exclusive access to premium original content with Spectrum Originals. I don't have that.
Get Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Call 833-976-4499.
Spectrum Internet starts at 200 megabits with no data caps and a free modem.
We have to get internet from another company, and it isn't nearly as fast.
Spectrum Internet, $44.99 a month.
I'd switch, but I'm stuck in a contract and would have to pay up to $480 to cancel.
Spectrum has no contracts, and they'll pay up to $500 to help you out of yours.
That's it. I'm switching to Spectrum.
Get Spectrum TV and internet from $44.99 a month each. Call 833-976-4499.
No one asked for this to happen, but this is our time, when our hearts, our humanity, and our communities rise. This moment will challenge us. It will define us. It's why we are here, but this moment is not bigger than us. And we will show up every day for you. Unity Point Health Meritor, a partner of UW Health. Know how much you matter to this world.
Help is what we've always given. So thank you to our helpers at BMO and beyond. Thank you to the healers, the fighters, the all-nighters, the cleaners, the movers, the 18-wheelers. Thank you to the farmers, the grocers, the above and beyonders. Thank you to all the frontliners for keeping our lives moving when the world needs to stop.
Together, we can do this. Our spirit is what unites us. It is what bonds us and reminds us we are all one. Which is why if you need a vehicle during this time, we are offering 0% financing for 84 months with no payments for 90 days. And the ability to shop and buy from the safety of your home. Better days are ahead, and Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram will help you drive forward.
With an interesting draft class this year, we'll call it. No wide receivers in a year where wide receivers were very deep. And also their first pick was a quarterback, but they did fill some needs at linebacker and offensive line. Here's a look at the overall class this year. Some other notes: Kamal Martin was actually a high school quarterback, but he ended up being a linebacker playing college ball at Minnesota, so he definitely played up the fact that he can play in the cold. And John Runyon Jr. is the son of former Philadelphia Eagle John Runyon Sr. Otherwise, the Packers closing out with a safety and a defensive end in the 7th round. So General Manager Brian Gutekunst going offense heavy this year, but he says the door certainly isn't closed yet. Meanwhile, he and head coach Matt LaFleur did address the quarterback situation tonight.
Could happen. Obviously, a lot of these what opportunities are out there as we move forward into training camp and towards the 53 cut. But I think I've talked to you guys before. Like, this kind of ends one part of things, and we'll kind of sit back and reassess as we move forward into next week.
And I know you guys get tired of me saying this. It's about getting better each and every day, and we're going to take it week to week. But in my mind, I think Aaron is by far the best quarterback I've ever been around, and you could argue I think he's the best to ever play the game. So I hope he can play until he decides he doesn't want to play anymore.
We'll always look at the quarterback spot, and if we feel like we have a chance to acquire a player who can be a a difference maker, a starter, or improve our roster, we're gonna look at that because it's too important.
To the Badgers now, no other school has produced more offensive linemen since the year 2000 than Wisconsin has. They had 20 drafted in the NFL coming into today's draft. So Tyler Biadasz, he got to be lucky number 21. He's a native of Amherst, Wisconsin. And he's hoping to pick up where fellow former Badger center Travis Frederick left off on the Dallas Cowboys. Jerry Jones and company selecting Biadasz in the 4th round as the 146th pick overall. Meanwhile, Quintez Cephas also hearing his name called. Staying in the Midwest, the Detroit Lions picked him in the 5th round as the 166th overall pick. Now, wide receivers, as we said earlier, a bit of a hot ticket this year. Cephas was actually the 24th one off of the board, and again, in the 5th round. Last season, he caught 59 passes for 901 yards and scored 7 touchdowns. So here's a look at the Badgers and how they did this year in the draft. Now, linebacker Chris Orr did not hear his name called in the draft, but he will get a shot with the Carolina Panthers. Now, little sliver of hope for basketball fans. ESPN reporting that the NBA will open up practice facilities for teams, just for players though, starting on May 1st. That's this coming Friday. But there's a catch. But that'll only happen if those states and cities that team is in have disallowed or have stopped their safe-at-home orders. Now, in the case of Wisconsin, the Bucks won't get to do that because Governor Tony Evers' safer-at-home order was extended until May 26th. And finally tonight, the NFL did its part to give back to Americans across the country during the draft with a draft-a-thon. Players and other notable people raised more than $100 million for COVID-19 relief. That money will go towards organizations like Meals on Wheels and United Way in the 32 cities where the NFL teams are based, as well as cities based on need. So, Amanda, I know a lot of us were stuck at home when we were watching the draft, and there were, players too that you saw there, Tom Brady, former Badger Russell Wilson, all encouraging people that while they're sitting at home, while they're safe, to give back to the COVID-19 relief efforts for people that need it.
Yeah, it was definitely interesting to watch a virtual draft. I think people they wanted a little taste of sports. So it's good to see a lot of people were watching and a lot of money raised.
Yeah.
Thank you so much,
awesome.
Melissa. We'll be right back.
Coming together makes us stronger, and Ford is built to lend a hand. Contact your Ford dealer, an essential part of your community, to find out more about home delivery and other vehicle service options. After all, you have a lot to take care of. Let us help take care of you. Find out more at Ford.com. Right now, qualified buyers can get 0% financing for 72 months, plus 3 months deferred payments on select 2020 Ford models.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. And with great deals available, there's never been a better time to buy at your local dealership. To find the dealer near you, visit CubCadetDealers.com.
Spectrum Mobile is a better way to mobile. First, we deliver the fastest overall speeds and the most reliable mobile service, coast to coast. Now, we're bringing you 5G, and it's only going to get better. We're extending our network every day so we can offer you the best experience. That means faster speeds, so you can do whatever you want, wherever you are. 5G is here. Spectrum Mobile.
Hercules. I have been expecting you.
Haha! And I brought you a gift so you can fight properly. Red Bull.
Oh!
How nice.
Of you.
But also
rather
stupid.
Mine.
Mine.
No, mine.
No, mine.
Mine.
Mine. Red Bull gives you wings.
Imagine facing Wisconsin's bitter cold winter without a warm home, or the blistering heat of summer without power, then having to make the tough choice between eating or meeting other basic survival needs. Unfortunately, over 200,000 of our neighbors in need will face this difficult decision with no place else to turn, including those who are now unemployed due to the COVID-19 crisis. For a hand up and help with your utility bills now during these difficult times, contact the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund today.
Hi, it's Jan from Toyota. Many of you still need to be on the road right now. Toyota is here to help.
We're offering an incredible 0% on our most popular Toyotas. That's 0% on Camry, 0% on RAV4, or 0% on Tacoma. Plus, Toyota will defer your payments for up to 90 days. And if you need service for your current vehicle, our service centers remain open.
We're here for you. Contact your local Toyota dealer to see how they can help. Toyota.
Download the Channel 3000 First Warn Weather app today.
The British War veteran who has raised more than $38 million for the UK health system by walking laps in his garden has now debuted a single at #1 on the UK music charts with a rendition of You'll Never Walk Alone. Yesterday, Captain Tom Moore became the oldest person to top the charts. Moore, who turns 100 next week, says all of the proceeds from the single will be donated to his Just Giving fundraiser. This guy just doesn't stop. He doesn't stop giving back.
That's fantastic. He's just walking loops. I would love to be able to do that at 60, let alone at 99 years old.
Crazy. Wow.
That's super, super impressive. Tomorrow will be a great day for a walk. It'll be nice and sunny outside, and temperatures just a smidge warmer than today, close to 60 degrees for afternoon highs. Showers and thunderstorms will develop Monday afternoon and continue into Tuesday and Wednesday. Temperatures will stay in the 60s for Monday and Tuesday. We'll cool down a bit on Wednesday with partly sunny skies returning for the second half of the week.
All right. Thanks so much for joining us. Have a great night.